Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The podcast bites Kujira. Bites, BYTES. Not going to be a bite video. This will be a full 8 or 9 minute video. Uh, I I agreed to do them. Sumo was suggesting that one of the community members needs to pick it up. So I thought maybe, sure, I'll step in and illustrate it a little bit. This is the way I would do it. But sure, let's I'll keep them going. We'll see if they can get some run. You guys are a big community. You're gonna have to help. But yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna start with the price action. We're gonna get to the feedback from the last video, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on where you need to go from now, and we're gonna get to that right after this. All right, so let's start with the easy, man. We're going to go ahead and start with the price action because if you woke up this morning and checked CoinGecko, I think you notice Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin does. Problem with basically the entire alt market is that we are multiplied. Our losses multiply by whatever Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is being incredibly irrational, but see, it's really not. It's not being irrational. It is we invited the sharks in, all of the ETFs and all of that. Pump my bags, and we're going to go to $1 million. And they said no. So with the Bitcoin dominance being what it is, it's going to affect everything, and it's going to hit it pretty hard. Now, Kujira definitely took it in the shorts overnight. I mean, 10%, man. That's not a small number. That's the funny thing. It's getting smaller each and every time. The raw dollar values is getting smaller, but it's because this thing is now sitting at $175 million market cap, down from, oh, what was it, almost $1 billion. I mean, that is a very very shocking fall from grace. I personally see it as a shot across the bow. You need to take action. You need to do something, and I have some ideas on that. I'm not just gonna FUD. All right, I got some ideas. You guys can chew them over, decide if they're worthy of your time and consideration, and then yeah, do what you got to do with it. So anyway, let me get to the some of the feedbacks now. Feedback. Now I'm going to start. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here at the third screen. This is very very unprofessional, but I really didn't plan how I'm going to do this. So you get what you get. Uh, I'm going to start with some of the feedback. I actually got a bullet point from Sumo, your very own Sumo. So we're going to start with those. Uh, I'm going to start with number 4. While not specifically mentioned in the video, I support removing feature names and making all features simply features of Kujira. Now, I can't agree any more with that. This is about branding. This is about brand recognition, and everything should be Kujira. If this is your DEX, this is your money shot, this is what your token is called, then remove some of the confusion, because overall Kujira is a very very confusing place. I'll illustrate that here in just a minute. Okay, most volume and liquidity on chain are in stable pairs or mana pairs, so the token is mostly insulated. uh yes and no. Now the stable pairs, yeah, obviously. Look, man, stable. It's not going to move. Well, we hope it doesn't move. USD. No, lest we forget, huh? uh, but I'm not sure Manta is doing you any particular favors, and I hope we're talking about the same Manta. I was cruising over here on my I don't even know where I am. Blue, Kujira Blue. I shouldn't be on Kujira Blue. I should just be on Kujira. But I was looking through some of my tokens, and yeah, I see that I do have some mana. By the way, this, guys, this is just simply awful. All right, it is awful. It was a neat idea. It didn't work. You need to go back to basics on this. I know that we have the dust collector. Do I have to opt in on that, by the way? Because it's clear that I still have lots and lots and lots of dust. So if there's a way to opt in, please put it in the comments below, and I will definitely take care of that, because I don't want any of this. I don't want it. I don't want it in my wallet. My computer is already beat to hell enough, and I don't want to scroll through all of this stuff. But yeah, Manta is on there. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same one, because there's a big one, and then there's Mana Dow. Now this isn't doing you any favors either. All right, man. Look, you guys, they're both churning down, and everything that Manta touches, Kujira touches by proxy. because you sleep with every person that that person has slept with. So everywhere Manta is, that is going to be probably linked in there with another descending token. IL is occurring, and you're just getting beat to hell. There's Mana and there is Kuji, and you notice that aside from percentage, but those charts are almost identical. They're getting beat to hell together. So they're ILing off from everything else that they're touching. So this trading volume right here is not enough. Not enough for a 10% dump off of this overnight. It's not even close. So you got to look at it and say, okay, why is this happening? It's happening because of IL. And I do it. I was having a discussion with one of your guys on there that was trying to explain to me that the pairings simply don't matter. And sir, I humbly disagree. So uh, number two, the largest issue I see with Kujira is a chicken and the egg situation with liquidity and user acquisition, as more of both are needed. It's hard to attract one without the other. It is, and but you got to start with the consumer, man. That's it. I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that you just do it as a community. If your devs aren't going to do it, then you guys have to do it as a community because you're paying for this. Get together, have a big ass focus group, bring everyone together that you can possibly get and say, how do we fix this? How do we make this more palatable? How do we make this and build this for the audience that we want, not the audience that we have? Now, this is a very, very important distinction. Crypto is incredibly tribal. It is incredibly, not going to say contrarian, but it is, people are not going to move from their grounds, particularly in a down market. They're not going to try and go out and experiment. So you are going to have to go out and get new people. People that have never heard of Kujira, people who have never heard of Cosmos. Now, one of the best ways to do that is to give them a user interface that they are very, very comfortable with. Your market is not exactly DeFi crypto people. Your market needs to be central exchange people. You need to go out. You need to penetrate their communities. You need to get them off from those central exchanges and into something that they're comfortable with. Your UI is not it. It's not even close. It is very, very confusing. Focus group it, find out how you should fix it, and take action. If you don't, it's just going to continue to bleed. Let me see. The fourth one, Oracle, or I'm sorry, three. Oracle-based bid should open the door to better liquidity on larger tokens. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's correct. I have no particular issue with that. So just make it happen. And number five, an engaging personality should run with a ton of content just like this, focused on Kujira, and come up with some fun calls to action for setting up and using Kujira's app. Uh, there's only one me, babe. Look at me being all proud of myself. I do a good show. All right, we do a good show. It never resonated with a lot of people because I am very realistic, and realism does not play well in crypto. But I am kind of showing you the way. This is how you should do it. This is the types and push in videos that you should be doing. You cannot just be 100x. You can't do it, man. It might attract the kids, but the kids don't have any money. You need to go after the people that do. And to do that, you need to present a realistic viewpoint of what you are doing, what your product is, what you're selling, and kind of there you go. Now the last little bit, and this is a personal thing, but a little bit of sweat equity on your part, on somebody's part out here is not going to hurt. Um, YouTube is dead for you. I take a look. I mean, you are completely out of the algorithm right now, and the community itself is not going over there to support Kujira videos in a very highly competitive market. You're going up against the 10x, 20x, 50x guys, and you're never going to resonate over there. So one of the things that you can do is set up a strong base here. The place you can do it is actually right over here on OmniFlix. It's not going to cost you anything. A little bit of sweat equity and one or two flicks tokens just to pay the gas, but gather up everything you can. Create the Kujira channel. Find all the videos that you can, put them up there, NFT via file upload, label them, make them clear, put them in the right order, and you got a one click for everybody to see everything about Kujira. Then you don't have to say this video, this video, this video. Link it to the channel, and everything should be up there. It's up to you to put in the descriptions and how to do it. It's not hard, but find those videos, put them here, and that way when somebody's asking, what do I do on Kujira? How do I do this? You just send them right here, man. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're supporting the Cosmos project. I have no dog in the OmniFlix fight, but I do use it. I do use it myself. I think it's a really cool platform. We need to support Cosmos. Okay. Anyway, guys, that was it. That ran long. Sorry. Um, Help me out. Give me some feedback. That's it, man. I will talk about anything that you guys would like to talk about. I told them I'll do 4 or 5 of these, and then we'll just check how they go. This one went way long, but yeah, you know what? I haven't talked about Kujira a lot, so I kind of got to dial it in. Anyway, questions or comments? Scott@thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.